Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your Chief here with the coolest t-shirt ever with the V sign, provided to me by none other than V partner Sati Senatiraja as a gift. Love you, bro. Thanks, Sat, for the t-shirt. Week 37, we are rocking it, the final week for the Bonanza. Alright, so rock it, push everyone so that this month you actually add more volume and pre-qualify for your rank advancement week next week. We just celebrated our 23rd anniversary live broadcast. Dato Japa shared the journey, spoke about the magic of this 23-year-old, not company but family that they built from scratch. And I'm so proud to have been privileged enough to be part of this 23-year journey, guys. Alright, so it was broadcasted live all around the world. And ever since that 23rd anniversary celebration, I've been on Zoom, non-stop, focus on one thing. VCC, October 2021, 9th October to 11th October, 3 days. Don't sleep, don't eat, cancel everything and anything in your life. Get that VCon ticket and be there to hear the great ones, Japadas Bismarck, Dato Sri Vijayeshwan, the V partners, your uplines, share their journey, their success formula, how to overcome challenges, how they're going to make sure that you get the click that I always talk about at VCon. And this VCon, guys, we are planning to raise the bar higher, and I promise Dato Sri Vijay that we are going to break ultimate record and be the largest e-commerce direct selling live broadcast event in the history of the industry, guys. Alright, and this event is accessible to you no matter where you are. So no more excuses, only dreams. Get your ticket, see you at VCC. And I was watching all the VCC videos discussing with AVP Kalai, number one Sati, about the program which is going to be magical for this VCon. Everyone is so pumped up. And I remember I always do a module, alright, I think on day 3 of VCon in the morning, alright, where I talk about decisions. And now because VCon is no longer 5 days, because it's a digital VCon, it's 3 days. But don't worry, we're going to come back to the 5-day arena craziness, alright, by next year, 2022. I promise you guys that. And I realized that I don't speak enough about this module and I don't get a chance. And every time I said, I got to say it in my Instagram live, and then I forget and I just jump into whatever I feel. So today, while walking to this location of my Wednesday message, I decided, I wanted to talk about that. Alright? And a lot of you watching, you are new. You just started your journey. You heard rumors about this gorgeous, unbelievable Malaysian upline, the one and only Chief Pathman Senatiraja, and it's me. Alright, guys, and I always talk on day 3 morning of VCon about the decision. And I realized this, that a lot of new people who come to VCon, I don't get a chance to do the module. So I wanted to do it today on my Wednesday message. So please share this video with everyone and anyone, okay? They can watch it on vtube plus. I believe that our life is, a combination or culmination, as Dato Sri Vijay will say, of decisions we make. And every decision takes us on a path and creates the results and creates who we are. And every decision that we make are divided to 2 categories. One are small decisions we make every single day. And one more, they are called the big decisions. Alright? And you see, you make thousands of decisions in a day. What to eat, what to wear, where to go, should I call, WhatsApp, what movie to watch on Netflix or Amazon Prime or whatever. We make thousands of decisions. Now, even though they are insignificant in your opinion, they are still decisions. But I remember when I sat down 23 years ago with Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran in this beautiful restaurant in Malaysia, where I asked him, what do I need to do? Alright? And he looked at me and he said, decide. I said, I made the decision. I quit corporate. I'm full-time a networker. I signed up. I borrowed money from my mom and my brothers. I'm committed. I'm crazy. I'm going to do this. Alright? I've decided. He said, no. Decide. And in that very moment, I realized the biggest mistake everyone makes in network marketing. That they think the moment they sign up, the moment, they went online and put name, mother's maiden name and all that stuff and put the e-cards or credit card number or Bitcoin number and boom. Alright? They have made that decision. And the answer is no. No, you bought a great product. You became an IR. You just opened that door to a world of entrepreneurship and financial freedom. But you still haven't made that decision of stepping in and starting the journey. And I realized that the mistake a lot of people make, and the people who don't succeed in network marketing, or the people who don't end up becoming max out kings and queens, are the people who make a very, very big mistake, alright, by making Qnet a decision which is in the category of the day-to-day small decisions. Because you think by signing up, buying a biodies or a watch or something, okay, I've started, now let's do it. What do I do? No, you see, you're starting the journey with the wrong attitude. Alright? Because you made that decision in a very similar paradigm of buying a suit, buying a different product, alright, or what to eat for lunch or where to go for the weekend. Because that's a category of decisions. So when Dato Sri Vijay looked into my eyes and he told me, and I asked him, what should I do? He said, decide. Alright? And when I sat down that night and spoke to him, he explained to me this concept of these two types of decisions. And everyone thinks a decision is a decision is a decision. It is not. You have two types. One is that simple, life-moving, go on with life decision. And one more is what I call the big decision. This is a life-altering decision. This is something once you decide, it almost changes who you are immediately. And that's what Dato Sri meant when he spoke to me and said, when I asked him, what should I do? I'm already signed up. I already signed up a few people. And he said, decide. Because at that moment, when I signed up and signed up a few of my friends or my hot zone, it was still a decision. It wasn't the decision. And then I learned that in life, we make only about 5 or 6 big decisions. Life-changing decisions, like which university to go, and what program to study, or where to apply for your first job. And then you make the big decision of getting married, all right, and then having children. It's only about 4 or 5 big decisions. But those decisions change who you are. It changes your attitude, your outlook on life. Think about it. The minute you get married, you're giving up half of your life to share it with somebody else. That is a huge, unbelievable commitment. There is no reverse gear. Alright, when you have children, there is no excuse a parent can give for not being there for the child, and you have to be there consistently with no break. Alright? Now these are big decisions. So when Dato Sri told me decide, what he meant was, Pathman, is this going to be one of your big decisions? And that was the night I didn't sleep. That was the night I went back, guys, and I was like, man, is this going to be a big decision? I was not sure. Alright? Because I had a life before Qnet. And if I make this into a big decision, then my life has to change. I have to alter things. I have to make sacrifices and give up things I like and focus on work and hustle and the daily grind of presentation and being there for your downlines and never giving up on yourself. And you can't be a wimp. You got to be a consistent warrior all the time, and you got to create success. So because success is lead by example, so others have faith in this business and they follow you, and you have to walk the talk. And if you say presentation, you got to do presentation, and you can never, all right, use the word excuses or negativity, and you just got to be positive all the time, and you're going to give up the normal social existence. Now that what was running through my mind the whole night, because Dr. Sri Vijay told me that, Pathman, if this is going to be a big decision, you got to give 100%. But if you want to succeed, if you want to create that financial freedom fast, if you want to be one of the stories, if you want to be on stage one day, that can only happen when Qnet becomes a big decision. And I'm telling you today on this Wednesday message that many of you you're on the journey. Do you understand? And you're doing what you're supposed to do, and you're following the system. But you see, if you really want to be a max out king or queen, you got to have that one night where I had a sleepless night, where this is no longer just for fun. This is not a hobby anymore. That I'm going to make Qnet one of my 5 or 6 big decisions in life. And once you make it a big decision, you don't back down. There's no reverse gear. There is no escape plan. You're all in. That this is it. This is what you want to do. That you're not trying this. You're not following a fashion trend, all right? Or you're not experimenting to see whether network marketing is what it is. No. Once you make it a big decision, you go all in. You don't slow down. You never switch off. You got to put that war face on, that game face as they call it. When any challenge comes, when people start to believe in you, have faith in you, they follow you. But that's the moment. And ultimately, if you ask the V partners, if you ask Arun, Atli, Sati, David, they will tell you that the reason why they are where they are here today is because they made Qnet a big decision. Now, don't get me wrong. All right? If you want to give it a try, if you want to take your time before you convert it into a big decision, I'm okay with it. But the longer it remains a small decision, it is simply a waste of your time. If I were you, bite the bullet, big decision now, give 100%, and you will see the results. I promise you that. And if you ask me, what I've been doing for 23 years is I've been keeping my decision alive. Because I believe a decision is not something that you make that, yes, I'm going to do it. It's not that 1 second. A decision is how long you keep it alive, because decisions die. So when you marry somebody and you say, I love you and I'm going to marry you, now your marriage is keeping that decision alive. And the day you walk out of the marriage, your decision dies. Well, when you walk up to somebody and say, I'm your brother for life, I'm loyal to you. But the day you are disloyal, that decision you make dies. So the mistake people make on this journey to financial freedom is they make the decision, but they don't put in the effort or the commitment to keep the decision alive. So if you want to start today by making Qnet a big decision, like me, like what Japa and Dato Sri Vijay did, they made a decision 23 years ago. And for 23 years, they have kept that decision alive. That's commitment. That's the most amazing appliance, Japa and Dato Sri. Alright? So if you're making Qnet a big decision right now, then from here to max out, the only thing you have to do is keep that decision alive. Don't let it die. Alright? Don't let challenges destroy it. Don't let negative comments destroy. Keep it alive. Keep your decision alive. And what was your decision? This is what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to quit until I make it. That's the decision. That's the decision I made after that sleepless night, after talking to Dato Sri Vijay. That's it. There's no others. People say, Chief, you're a great networker. No. I don't think there's such a thing as a great networker. I just worked my ass off to keep my decision alive until today. Right? That I said, this is what I'm going to do. And I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give in to the naysayers. I'm never going to allow anyone to steal my dream, all right, until I reach that point. When I reached that point of financial freedom, I made a new decision. Another big decision that I'm going to dedicate my life to the vision of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay and be in service to their vision and be in service to them. Alright? And now I'm keeping that decision alive as your chief. Alright? And that is what defines this journey, I believe. So to each one of you, whether you're 1 day old, 1 year old, or 3 years old, in this amazing family, Qnet and the V, right? If you want to know how to become successful in this business, if you want to know how to become a story of success in this business one day, it's very simple. Move Qnet from a simple, small decision in your life journey to a category of one of the 5 or 6 big decisions. And then focus every single moment of keeping that decision alive until you reach that destination, whatever it is for you. Financial freedom, Ferrari, giving back to your parents, building your dream house, building charitable hospitals, educating 1,000 children for free, whatever. But the true definition of who you are as the V is ultimately keeping your decisions alive, guys. So week 37, if you have a TAT, all right, and you want to achieve it, right now, after this Wednesday message, tonight, have a sleepless night where you make Qnet one of your big decisions. Love you guys.